Hello, friends. Have you ever thought about what sets a great person apart from a mere dreamer? The key difference is self-discipline. Talent alone won't lead you to success in life. Consistent effort is necessary, whether you feel like it or not. Discipline is the foundation of every successful journey, whether you aim to achieve something big in your career, improve your personal life, or reach your long-term goals. Discipline is the key that unlocks your full potential. No matter how excellent your plans are, without discipline, they hold little value. But what exactly does discipline mean, and how can we stay disciplined in our lives? In today's video, we'll explore some practical and realistic strategies that will help you stay disciplined and transform your life. We'll be discussing 4 strategies, and I guarantee that if you apply these strategies to your life, you'll become a disciplined person. Before we dive into these strategies, let's first understand what discipline truly is. Many people confuse discipline with motivation, thinking they are the same. But that's not the case. Discipline and motivation are distinct. In self-discipline, you control your emotions and behavior, focusing solely on the essential tasks. You consistently make the right choices, no matter how challenging or uncomfortable they may be. The difference between discipline and motivation is significant. Motivation is like a spark. It flares up momentarily, pushing you to act. But self-discipline stays with you all the time, strengthening your resolve to keep going. Why is self-discipline so important? Firstly, it directly impacts your productivity. When you're disciplined, you can focus better, manage your time effectively, and accomplish more in less time. This leads to better results in both your personal life and career. But there are even more benefits. Discipline plays a crucial role in your mental health. When you have control over your actions, you feel less stressed and are more likely to achieve something meaningful in your life. It also gives you the ability to take control of your life. And when it comes to career success, discipline is a game changer. Today, the most valued individuals are those who can produce high-quality work, meet deadlines, and stay committed to their goals. Discipline helps you become a strong individual, which is essential for long-term success. Let's clear up some common myths about discipline. One myth is that discipline means punishing yourself by forcing yourself to do things you hate. But that's not true. Discipline means doing the things that help you achieve your long-term goals. It means saying yes to what truly matters and no to distractions. Another myth is that discipline is only for those who are naturally strict. However, anyone can develop discipline and become a disciplined person. Books of Essence. Today, we're going to talk about how you can become more self-disciplined. Rohan lived in Mumbai and, like many others his age, he had big dreams of building a successful career, supporting his family and living a fulfilled life. But there was one problem. Rohan struggled with discipline. He found it hard to focus, stick to his plans, and stay committed to his goals. Every day, he would start with good intentions, but by the end of the day, he often felt disappointed with himself for wasting time and accomplishing little. Rohan's struggle wasn't due to a lack of ambition. He genuinely wanted to do well, but there was always something that got in the way, whether it was getting distracted by social media, procrastinating on important tasks, or just feeling too exhausted to stick to his routine. Rohan found himself trapped in a cycle of frustration and guilt. One Sunday afternoon, Rohan was sitting in his small balcony overlooking the city. The noise of the traffic below didn't bother him as he was lost in his thoughts. His mind wandered to all the things he had planned but never completed. The book he wanted to read lay untouched on his desk. The online course he had enrolled in was unfinished. The gym membership he had paid for hadn't been used in weeks. Rohan took a deep breath. He knew that if he didn't make a change soon, he would continue to drift, never reaching his full potential. He had seen it happen to others and was determined not to let it happen to him. Just then, his phone buzzed. It was a message from Akshay, his childhood friend who had recently moved to Bangalore for a new job. Akshay had always been a close friend of Rohan's. Despite coming from the same humble background, Akshay had excelled in everything he did. Rohan often wondered how Akshay managed to stay so disciplined and focused, no matter how many challenges came his way. "Hey Rohan, it's been a while. How are things in Mumbai?" Akshay's message read. Rohan hesitated before replying. Should he share his struggles? After a moment of reflection, he decided to be honest. "Hey Akshay, I'm doing okay, but to be honest, I've been struggling a bit. Staying disciplined is really tough for me. I start tasks with excitement but find it hard to follow through. It's really frustrating." Akshay's response came almost immediately. "I completely understand, Rohan. I've been there too. Discipline isn't easy, but it's something you can develop over time. How about we talk on the phone tomorrow? I have some tips I'd like to share with you." Rohan felt a wave of relief. Maybe this was what he needed, someone who understood his struggles and could offer guidance. The next day, Rohan eagerly awaited Akshay's call. As soon as the phone rang, Rohan didn't waste any time. "Akshay, how do you do it? How do you stay so disciplined?" he asked. Akshay replied, "Rohan, I wasn't always disciplined. In the beginning, I struggled just like you, but over time, I learned some strategies that really helped me. Discipline doesn't mean being perfect. It's about taking small steps every day and continuously trying." Rohan listened carefully as Akshay shared his journey. Akshay, too, had once been undisciplined like Rohan, constantly getting distracted and unable to stick to his goals. But things changed for him when he started working on building habits that supported his goals. Akshay explained how he gradually developed a routine, set clear goals, and found ways to stay motivated even in tough times. It was something you could develop step by step. That night, Rohan sat down with a notebook and began writing. He listed the areas of his life where he felt he needed more discipline: his career, his health, and his personal development. He thought about the advice Akshay had given him and decided to take his first step the next morning. Now, let's explore the strategies Akshay shared that made all the difference. Strategy number 1. Setting clear and achievable goals. When we aim to achieve something significant in our lives or careers, the first step is to set the right goals. But these goals shouldn't just be dreams. They need to be goals that are genuinely attainable. Today, we will talk about SMART goals, which can lead you to success in your life and career. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. These 5 elements make your goals so clear and focused that you're much more likely to achieve them. Let's start with specific. The more specific your goal is, the easier it will be to accomplish. For example, if your goal is to advance to a better level in your job, this is a general goal. To make it specific, you could say, "I want to improve my communication skills so that I can advance to a higher position in my job." This is a specific goal because it identifies exactly what area needs improvement. Next is measurable. Your goal should be something that you can measure at every point to track your progress. For instance, in the example of improving communication skills, you could track your progress weekly or monthly to see how much you've improved. The third point is achievable. Your goal must be realistic and within your reach. Don't set goals that are unrealistic or impossible to achieve. For example, if you're working in an entry-level position at a company and you think you'll become the CEO within a year, that's highly unrealistic. However, you can aim for a promotion within the next year. Your goals should be achievable and something you can realistically work toward. The next point is relevant. Your goals should support your long-term objectives. For instance, if you want to become a businessman, your goals should align with and support your business ambitions. Finally, the last point is time-bound. Every goal should have a deadline so you can track your progress. For example, I will improve my communication skills within the next 3 months. In this example, we've added a deadline, giving us a time frame in which to achieve the goal. Without a deadline, you might delay the task indefinitely, preventing you from ever completing it. Let me give you a real-life example to explain this better. You've all heard of Sundar Pichai. At every stage of his career, he set specific and measurable goals. He first focused on improving his technical skills, then enhanced his performance in leadership roles, and for every goal, he created a specific, time-bound plan. Today, he is one of the world's leading tech leaders, thanks to his discipline and goal-setting strategy. Number 2. Creating a daily routine. In the world of discipline, one thing stands out as most important: consistency. And the key to consistency is a strong daily routine, a routine that guides you toward your goals every day without distractions. When you create a daily routine, you set aside specific times for each task, minimizing distractions and ensuring you complete your work on time. I'll share a simple template with you to help create your daily routine. Start your day with your most important task, whether it's studying or your office work. After that, make sure to allocate time for self-care, which is crucial for your physical and mental well-being. This could include activities like exercise, meditation, or engaging in your favorite hobbies. Lastly, don't forget to schedule time for relaxation. Relaxation keeps you refreshed and acts as a recharge for the next day, making it a vital part of your discipline journey. Initially, your routine should be simple, as I've outlined. Then, as you become comfortable, gradually incorporate your goals and tasks into this routine. It's important not to include everything all at once, as this can overwhelm you and make it harder to stay disciplined. Add one activity at a time. This gradual approach will ensure everything falls into place. As you continue to include activities in your routine, your discipline will naturally improve. So, start building your routine today and bring a new level of discipline into your life. Remember, this routine is the tool that will help you achieve your dreams. Strategy. Number 3. Building accountability. A powerful strategy to strengthen discipline is accountability. When you share your goals with someone or announce them publicly, you feel more responsible for your commitments, taking your discipline to the next level. Accountability means being answerable to someone for your actions and goals. It helps you track your progress and keeps you motivated, knowing that someone else will also be aware of your results. A practical way to build accountability is by finding an accountability partner. This could be a friend, family member, or a coworker. Together, you can set goals and have regular check-ins. This partner will motivate you and hold you responsible for your commitments. If you can't find someone, you can look for online community groups focused on personal growth. Social media has several such groups where you can share your goals and follow others' progress, providing a support system that strengthens your accountability. A real-life example is James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits. James publicly shared his book writing process and gave regular updates. This created strong accountability for his goals, helping him to successfully complete his book. Accountability can elevate your goals to a new level, helping you stay on the path of discipline and making your achievements even more meaningful. So, start today by finding an accountability partner or a community group and see how it takes your discipline to the next level. Strategy. Number 4. Overcoming procrastination. Procrastination is a significant challenge that can be a major obstacle on the path to discipline. We've all faced situations where we postpone important tasks, negatively impacting our goals and productivity. One of the primary reasons for procrastination is a lack of discipline. When we repeatedly delay tasks, we move further away from our goals. Therefore, it's essential to overcome procrastination and complete tasks in a timely manner. A practical exercise to combat procrastination is the 2-minute rule. This rule is simple. If a task can be completed in 2 minutes or less, do it immediately. This approach helps you quickly complete small tasks, thereby improving your overall productivity. If a task takes more than 2 minutes, break it down into smaller steps. For instance, if you have to work on a big project, divide it into smaller chunks, treat each chunk as a separate task, and complete them one by one. This technique prevents you from feeling overwhelmed and provides a structured approach. For example, a student preparing for exams can view the entire syllabus as a large project. By breaking it down into smaller topics and study sessions, the preparation becomes more manageable. These tips will help you avoid procrastination and complete your tasks efficiently. As you complete smaller tasks on time, your discipline and productivity will naturally improve. So, starting today, incorporate the 2-minute rule into your daily routine. Break down larger tasks into smaller steps and watch how it eliminates procrastination, leading you towards better discipline and productivity. Returning to the story. The next day, Rohan woke up early. He had set an alarm the night before and made sure to get out of bed as soon as it rang. Although he felt dizzy and was tempted to sleep for a few more minutes, he resisted. He knew that giving in now would set the wrong tone for the day. Rohan started with a simple routine. He made his bed, a task he often overlooked. It was a small act, but it gave him a sense of accomplishment right at the start of the day. Then he went for a short walk in his neighborhood, breathing in the fresh morning air and calming his mind. When he returned home, Rohan sat down to plan his day. He made a list of the most important tasks he needed to complete. Instead of overwhelming himself with too many goals, he focused on just a few critical tasks. He knew that trying to do too much at once would only lead to exhaustion. As the day progressed, Rohan stuck to his plan. Whenever he felt the urge to check his phone or get distracted, he reminded himself why he was doing this. He wanted to create a better life for himself, and that required discipline. By the end of the day, Rohan had completed everything on his list. He felt proud and satisfied. Days turned into weeks, and Rohan gradually began to see changes in himself. His new routine became a habit. He no longer struggled to get out of bed in the morning. His productivity improved, and he found more time for the things he enjoyed. He also started making progress on his long-term goals, like finishing an online course and getting back to the gym. Of course, there were times when Rohan stumbled. He occasionally slipped back into old habits, but instead of being hard on himself, he reflected on what went wrong and how he could do better next time. He learned to be patient with himself, understanding that discipline is a journey, not a destination. As the months passed, Rohan's life began to change. His colleagues noticed his improved work ethic, and his boss appreciated his consistent performance. He felt more confident and in control of his life. The feelings of frustration and guilt that once plagued him were replaced with a sense of achievement and purpose. One evening, Rohan received a message from Akshay. "How's everything going, Rohan? I hope you're doing well." Rohan smiled as he typed his response. "I'm doing great, Akshay. Thanks to your advice, I finally started building the discipline I've always wanted. It wasn't easy, but I'm getting there." Akshay's reply was quick and encouraging. "I'm really proud of you, Rohan. Remember, discipline isn't about never failing. It's about getting back up every time you do. Keep going and you'll achieve everything you've set out to do." As Rohan sat back and reflected on his journey, he realized how far he had come. The struggles he faced with discipline no longer seemed insurmountable. He knew that as long as he kept trying, he would keep moving forward and getting closer to his dreams. Rohan's journey was just beginning, but he had already learned one of life's most valuable lessons. It wasn't about perfection. It was about perseverance, flexibility, and the belief that you can shape your future one small step at a time. This concludes the book summary. Thank you all for watching the video until